Lord Dastovian has bought this, well, it's more like Gang Master. Gang Leader Dastovian has bought this rather marvellous terrain from TT Combat. Look at it, look. It's modular. We like modular. We like just saying modular. Look at this, see? Look at that. Little hooks there, little holes there. In it goes. There we go. Oh, look at that. Literally, he was able to do that one-handed. So there you go. Super. That goes down there. That goes flush. And look what we've achieved in a short time. All fits. That's actually fitting on the Necromunda boards, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they're...
There's like a millimetre out of scale here and there, isn't it? But other than that, it's perfect. It's no problem. And then you've got this little X on the bottom here. So you can do it on 2 levels as well. Like that. It's not... Yeah, there we go. There's doors, isn't there? Doors as well. Yeah. That's amazing, isn't it? Superb. Yeah, so you can put bits on top of bits as well. I'm very impressed. So what is it? Essentially, that'll come on a big sheet. How many will you get on a sheet?
Oh,
4 or 5 of them, wouldn't they? They look a bit technical.
I kind of went MDF blind after a while.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
They look a bit technical. Is it allowed the throat saw punch test? Yeah, we'll call it the slap test. There you go, the throat saw slap test. That's very, yeah. That's robust. Wouldn't stand on it. But once it's all put together, that's proper sturdy. You're not going to knock that off the table and break it, put that way.
Definitely not.
And so how much was it for this lot?
Including
these 2 towers here, and all of that, and all of that.
On the table.
All right, and some even more than that.
I think it's 110.
110. Wow, there we go. Superb. And then in no time at all, there we are. The Underhive is alive. Zone Mortalis. There we are. Ready to set up our gangs. I'm playing Delaque. Who are you playing? Escher. Oh dear. Lots of crazy women with swords. Very good indeed. Very good indeed.
Knives mostly. They're only starting out.
Well, yes, indeed. I have a similar issue. Yes, when you start out, your equipment is basic from a basic list available only to your house, and then you develop from there. Great. So it's going to be a normal mission. We did roll for a scenario. We've done it slightly. This is only our first game. The scenario we rolled only allows you to have a certain number of your gang. But we thought, no, we're going to use all of our gangs because it's our first game, so that we can learn what we're doing. So great. So we'll set up, I guess. So I don't quite know how to set up in the book yet. I guess it will show us, won't it? So we'll have a look at that next. The Delaque today, as I re-enter Necromunda after about 10 years of being away from it. More when it was out.
I've had 1 game in 20 years.
There we go. So I have 3 Jews with an assortment of pistols, essentially. So each one's got a pistol, like an auto pistol or a las pistol, and they've all got a stub gun just in case the main weapon runs out of ammo. I think you can shoot twice, but you take a minus to... Yeah, you can 2-gun mojo, but I think you take minuses to that. We'll check that out as we go into. But they've all got 2 pistols each. 2 of them have smoke grenades. Then we've got our gangers, a mixed assortment. So we've got 1 essentially with each of the long weapons I could find on the sprue in the Delaque box. So there's shotgun, an auto gun, and a las gun. And I've got 1 with a flechette pistol and a backup stub gun as well. And then we've got 2 champions. We've got 1 with, let me see what he's got. He's got a web gauntlet and a holdout las pistol. And then we've got the sniper of the group, I hope. He's got a long rifle and a grapnel. I've actually found a grapnel there. I converted that from a Dark Eldar spear I found on a Venom. So there we go. So he's actually got a grapnel gun. And then the leader has a melter gun. And also both of those have backup pistols as well. So essentially everyone's got a weapon, everyone's got a pistol at backup. 2 people have got smoke grenades, and that's my 1,000 points for my beginning gang. So finishing setting up, I'm keeping 2, because we're very cunning, we Delaque. We can have skills of cunning as a basic choice when we start. So 2 are going to infiltrate. They're going to stay off the board and pop on later, we hope. And then we've got the other champion there is Grapnel, and then we've got some Juves and the gang with a shotgun there, and then we've got the other three gangers, Lasgun, Autogun, and pistols, flechette pistol and pistol, just waiting to move forward there. This is from the Escher side of the hive. Who's that down there?
That is a young ganger with a shotgun.
A Juve.
And a las pistol.
Excellent. And then?
Our glorious leader here.
Ah.
A shot whip and a bolter needler combi weapon.
Sounds frightening, yeah.
Potentially, unless I miss and then run out of ammo almost immediately.
We don't want that.
On both weapons.
Both weapons. Oh, very, very bad ammo roll, yes. Yeah. And then we have?
Another shotgunner.
Another shotgunner.
Lasgunner.
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 And chemthrower.
Oh, they're down there. Ready, yes, down there. In good cover, it's got to be said. Very good, okay. Escher sets up a knife.
The problem with being under really good cover is you can't see the enemy.
Well, of course, at least they're safe. So I now have to set up my infiltrators, which I'll do now. I'm going to set my infiltrators up a little bit forward down here, like so. Very good. A roll to go. Who goes first? So Dastovian has rolled a 3, and I've rolled a 4.
Wow.
The first activation of our new foray into Necromunda. Warlord Dastovian, gang leader Dastovian moves forward a ganger into the advance. A bit intimidated by the frightening Escher, I've just moved one person there forward with their las gun, just hiding out. This is a ganger, isn't it?
Yep.
So this ganger here is moving down and has got a drop rig. It's like a little kind of either rope or anti-grav unit, and she can just jump down off of there. It doesn't take any penalty for jumping down. It doesn't interrupt her movement, so she moves down there. So she can just carry on moving and moves to, where is she there? She is? Brilliant. A second ganger runs through this little courtyard here, back up his mate there. That's the ganger with the flechette pistol and the stub pistol. Another ganger moving forward from down there in this very defendable position, and just taking up a little elevator position. And a third ganger running from the corner here to the bottom of that ladder there. And the chem thrower wielding Escher has moved from under the archway there all the way around to the bottom of these stairs. My man at the back there with a shotgun has moved all the way around there, all the way there. He's run and he's joined his buddy hiding and hunkering down here. The leader's moved around the top here.
This one also has a drop rig
symbol, and we've got a drop rigged person there.
Over to here.
Oh, so they can float along as well as down, can they?
But they move horizontally 3 inches.
Okay, and then they go down. Oh, it's like Batman.
12.
There we go, very good. So I think for cinematic effect, I could just go up onto this wall here and start shooting.
Oh, well, you can use your grapnel gun and get up there.
Exactly, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to use the grapnel gun to go there, can move 12 inches in a straight line, which he does, and he's now ensconced on top of this big water tower with a commanding view of the hive. Have you got anyone else to move now?
No.
Moved everyone, so I get to move everyone else now. The Delaque are left with a few moves, so all the Jews move up and down over there, move around here to back up their buddies, because it looks like there's going to be a fight on my right flank. My leader and other champion fall back before this chem thrower, which he doesn't like the look of, and a close combat wielding nutter, and falls back into cover here, back for the support of the gang. So that's the end of the first turn. Dastovian wins the roll-off for the second turn and goes first. Ooh, it's leader, that looks like.
Who will go and go down.
She's got a drop rig, is she?
No.
She's just
go down and then go down.
Nice. So yes. So you can go at half your rate. So she can travel at a run or a double move. She can do a maximum of 5 inches. Is that more than 5 inches?
It's 5 inches from top to bottom, so technically she's about an inch up.
Oh, so she drop. That's good. Yes, absolutely. That's right. Yes, she dropped 1 inch. That's right. Yes, you can't end a turn halfway up a wall.
All right.
So that's fine. So you just drop after that. Yeah.
But we're not dropping more than 2 inches,
so you'll be fine. Yeah, I think, and if that's not a rule, it's a house rule now because I think that's perfectly fair. So yeah. Right. So you're going to use the leadership skill to activate another. So a leader can also group activate. So he's going to this person here.
What's here?
Is going to get better cover.
Has not fallen over injured.
No,
I've just put it down to represent it.
The notes.
It's now in cover.
So that's actually an action, isn't it, to take cover?
Yes.
So that means you're stunned and pinned, but that doesn't mean anything bad because there's no one near
prone
you.
And pinned,
Sorry, my apologies. Prone and pinned, but that's not bad because there's no one near you going to coup de grace you. So
it just means I'm less
-1 to hit, I think.
Get annihilated by your sniper.
Absolutely. Very good. Good move, sir. Good move. First shot of the game. My sniper who's taken this position last turn pays off, and he shoots down onto this ganger here. Aims and fires first. And rolls a 2, so the aim is useful.
Yes.
Gangmaster Dastovian let me do it after the roll, which is very kind of him because we're just learning to play the game.
Yeah,
but
I
he didn't
often make
move.
Mistakes like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've retconned slightly there as we're learning to play today, but got to give him credit for that. So we've aimed and fired. I rolled a 2, which wouldn't have normally hit, and then that's hit. And then we rolled to wound with the sniping rifle, -1 to save. She didn't get a save sadly, and she didn't get a save sadly, and we've wounded. So we rolled on these natty little injury dice there. There you go. I rolled that one actually, and that means a serious wound. I assume that there's a 1 to 6 version of doing this as well, but these are natty little dice, and they're quite fun to use. So that's brilliant. So we first blood, that is, I guess, and onto Gang Leader Dastovian's next turn. Now that person's wounded.
Roller out of action.
Indeed, out of action. So you might roll to get back up. The Escher chem thrower. Ganger has rushed up these stairs, thought about coming forward to lay some fire onto these guys. May have hit, but we don't know, and it would have put her in a very forward position against a close combat person and a gent with a melter gun. So she's decided just to go prone there and take a bit of cover for a bit and consider what she's going to do next turn. So this Ganger at the bottom of the stairs has popped up there, 2.5 inches, moved along there. Can you point to the Ganger that it's just shot at? Can see that Ganger there. Whereabouts? There we are, and has rolled because the Ganger was prone. It was -1 to hit, and therefore I missed. I needed a 5, I think. That's it. I needed a 5 to hit, and I missed. So the injured Escher over there has not been activated yet. So she has just dropped down there, made an initiative test. And landed safely in a heap.
Has not further injured herself.
There we go. Not further injured herself. Has landed in a bloody heap on the side of there. However, in a good level of safety. Very good.
I would hope so.
Very good tactics. Run a Jew from there, just down to there. Oh, it's getting exciting now. Second Ganger gets up onto the ledge here. Is able to see an Escher through there. Rolls a 6 to hit. Only pins the Escher, however. Only pins her, and she will be fine very soon. And in the remainder of the second turn, the Delaques have got more people left. Finish all their activations. We throw a smoke grenade there. There's a little zombie down there. Can you see him? He's the centre of the smoke template, so that's going to be there for the moment. And we've just taken all the Jews. One of them's opened a door there, and a couple of people have snuck round to the left there. Other people advancing up through the corridor, and I think they're going to get a nasty surprise in a minute. And that's it. That's the end of turn 2.
We now have an end phase to deal with.
Oh, an end phase, of course. We've got injured people now, haven't we? I forgot about that. There we go. Ooh.
So, because I have somebody injured.
Injured, yes.
I need to roll a bottle test.
Ah.
Which...
Is that just for the individual?
Having more people.
Yeah.
No, it's for the entire gang.
Really?
I roll the d6.
Yeah.
I add the number of seriously injured.
Okay,
It's only
just
one.
one.
You didn't hurt anybody.
That's right.
If I get 7, so if I roll a 6,
Yeah.
the Necromunda spirit,
Yes.
then everybody runs away.
Wow. Well, let's hope you don't get a 6. Otherwise, we finish the game early. Oh.
Or completely opposite.
That was a shot. That was a grolly shot. It's a 3. So you're fine.
Don't run away.
Don't run away.
We get to fight for another turn.
Very good.
Okay, now recovery test. For each seriously injured fighter on the battlefield, the controlling player rolls one or more injury dice and applies the result.
Here we go. Look, you've got the different faces of the injury dice there. Look.
Essentially.
Oh, that looks good. That looks like a good one.
Yes. What I want to do is roll that, because that reduces it to a flesh wound.
Yeah, that just looks like it'll be the same. That looks bad. That one looks bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be taken out of action. But that's only 1 in 6 chance of that happening. So we'll be hopeful.
So let's again roll this over here. Yes! Hooray!
So that's now only a flesh wound.
Reduces toughness by 1, so they're easier to hurt again.
But nonetheless,
and if a fighter is reduced to toughness 0, they go out of action.
Very good.
Okay. Wow.
Nice. So on to turn 3 then.
Managed to survive to turn 3.
Well, indeed.
We need to roll on thing for the smoke.
The smoke. I roll a 3.
On a 4 or less, the cloud dissipates and the counter is removed.
4 or less.
Yeah.
Okay, well it's dissipated then. That's pretty bad, isn't it? So really, you've got to throw these at the beginning of a turn.
Yeah.
That's what they're for. Good. So that's a lesson learned for next time. To see who goes first this turn.
Yes, I'll take the.
I could do with this time, yeah. 5. Oh, he's rolled well. 1. So what would you like to do?
I would like to run away. First off, I'm going to have
a shifty where everyone is.
View.
Yeah. The Escher Jew has brought a tablet with her, and she's just hacked the local security net.
Clumping over here.
Yes.
If only I could call in an airstrike.
That would be great, wouldn't it? Or buy a grenade launcher.
I will start with this one.
Excellent. So it's going to take the first activation. Very good.
Throw a smoke grenade.
Smoke grenade. Absolutely.
Fell off.
Wobbly model.
Due to the placement of a smoke bomb zombie.
That's it.
To cover herself in a cloud of smoke so that nobody can shoot her while she stands up.
She can stand up safely then. Very good, very good. So this sniper already, I think the man of the match, to be honest, fires down this prone leader here. Is -1 to hit, but ganger. It was just a ganger. The leader's got away. The leader always gets away. So the sniper here has drawn a bead on the prone ganger there. Negates one of the -1s through its special skill that it starts with. So aims and fires. And wounds. And a serious, no armor save, a serious injury. So there we are. That's actually a pretty good shot. This sniper here, a very powerful piece in the position that we've placed it. So good, useful indeed. Oh, and in other news, the sniper rifle, being a powerful rifle, actually knocks people back. Which is based on the to hit roll. If it's higher than the initiative, can actually knock strength. Right. So if the hit roll is higher than the strength of the person you're shooting, when it hits, it can knock the person off of a ledge or a precipice, etc.
Funny enough, it did.
And it did on this occasion. So we've fallen down from there, down to the floor. It would have been 3 inches you would have had to fall. That's 2.5 inches down to that ledge. So actually, this ganger's got knocked off the ledge, but has just come to rest safely on that ledge there, which is fine.
Injured ganger is in fact very lucky.
She'll be fine. Yeah. She'll be fine. Very good. The Juves and one of the gangers that went through this door here in the last turn made that far. 5 inches there. And then a shoot with a las pistol. I was tempted to go for a 2-gun mojo, but decided instead to be a little bit more conservative. Shoot once with a las pistol, and actually took the Escher ganger down. So that was very impressive. So that's seriously injured. In Necromunda, I believe there's a term used by the kids on the street. It is on, I believe.
Yes.
Is the term. It's another ganger.
Let's run round from here.
Absolutely astounded and angry and upset at her compatriot being shot down by a mere Juve, has strode forwards and shot an acid round
Into the face
from a shotgun
of the
in the Juve, and that's promptly knocked him on his back as well.
Yep.
So, seriously injured. And the Juve that was hiding out behind here moved forwards, thinking that he could recreate what his brother Juve did, and had a go at that Escher that's just shot his mate and fails. Doesn't hit. It's +1 because he's very close range with his pistol, but failed terribly. There we go. Dastovian's boss lady has moved through this archway here, all the way around there, closing in on us, and she is deadly in close combat, let me tell you. So another Juve that was behind there has come around there and shot the Escher leader, not injuring her but knocking her off of her feet. So yeah, good shot. And the Escher with the chem thrower. Yep. I've got to say, although I haven't been on the end of it yet, I'm very frightened of chem. Anything with a flame template, I'm frightened of. She gets up from her prone position and moves forward as the getting up is an action. Yeah, I think it's got lots of special rules attached to it. And who wants to get covered in chemical goo?
Well, indeed.
I mean, I never like that unless it's a Tuesday. This ganger here aims and fires at the chem launcher and misses. The previously injured ganger gets
now
up.
Has -1 toughness.
Yeah.
Has gotten up and moved around there.
There we go, very good. Then this man here has moved like that. I've already rolled for him, and he also misses the chem thrower.
This person here,
very good,
who's going to stay exactly where she is.
Very good,
because
very
she
good.
can only crawl at half movement.
Oh dear,
which will
bless her.
Not give her enough movement to get down that ladder. Oh no, wait, no, it would.
2.5 half movement. She can get down one level if it's a ladder.
Yes, it is a ladder, so she'll crawl down the ladder
to the bottom of the ladder. So my leader, who was hunkered up behind this bulkhead, moves around there, walks straight up to the Escher leader who was prone from previous shooting and just shoots her. Doesn't go into combat, doesn't kick her in the head, just shoots her with a melter gun at point blank range. And essentially with the rules, she's not dead yet. She's got 2 flesh wounds and a serious injury. So apparently as soon as she comes out of serious injury, that would give her her 3rd flesh wound and she'll just be taken out of action at that point. But not for the moment. There she is, lying melted on the floor. And then finally I've moved a ganger from there to there, the one with the flechette pistol over behind there, and that concludes my turn. So that's the end phase. We work out. It's quite an important phase, this, I'm learning.
It will be very important this time.
As we take checks.
I estimate this is the end of the
Yes, because I've not lost half of my people yet, have I? So I've given myself some
3
seriously injured.
Seriously injured, which means D6 plus 3.
Yeah.
Looking for 7.
Oh, okay.
In total.
Yep.
I rolled 5, 3, that's 8. Everybody that's capable of doing so
is bottled. Okay, so we
will go no further. It's not
That's it.
campaign. We don't need to worry.
We don't need to worry about that. So what we would do now is we take into account how many injuries we've got. So I had 2 people actually injured, seriously, and I would roll on a chart to see what happens, and then you'd also work out who's shot who, and they get XP, don't they?
You should make a bug out roll as well because you have people that are injured.
Okay. So I also make a bug out roll. I get a 6.
But you haven't got.
But I've got lots of people left, absolutely. So
because you took so many people in the first place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jews rule. I think that's the thing we've.
They do.
Yeah, Jews rule. I've had a quick look at the chart that you use for gaining skills at the end, and it looks like Jews are the pick.
Well, yes.
As gangers are restricted.
They stop being Jews after a while.
Yes, they become better and go up in ranks. That's really good. So there we go. That's our first game of Necromunda in the new system. What do you think, Warlord Dastovian? Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I like it.
I enjoyed it. There are complications, but that's good. Not in a bad way, I would say.
It's almost disturbingly familiar.
Yes.
It's very much like 40k, but not.
Yes.
Don't think of it.
Feel of the old game. I think there are aspects of it I'd like to see in 40k, to be honest.
Well, yes.
Wouldn't like to make it 40k, but there are aspects of it, I think. And it, really brings back some memories, that does. So there we go. That's Necromunda from Games Workshop. Wonderful scenery from TT Combat as well. So yeah, thanks for joining us. The Delaque victorious on this occasion, but I think we've learned. I mean, really, there's no real victory on this one. It's just a simulation, this one, isn't it? So thank you for joining us. So what advice do we give gangers out there as we finish today, Warlord Dastovian?
Stay at home with a nice cup of tea.
I think that's good advice. Yeah, that's good advice. Take care.